Dr. Dave Gaitros here, and we're continuing on with our work on Microsoft Office Word on a Mac. The features I'm going to show you right now is an automated table of contents, which is just a very, very handy feature to know how to do. It really helps you put together a nicely polished looking document. Very accurate too. Well, to do this, we have to know what styles are, and we reviewed those in the last video on basic formatting. So let's just start on. We're going to do a couple things here. We're going to first of all insert a page break because we want it on its own page. So we're going to go up to Insert Page, and we're going to insert a page break. And there's that page break, and you can see it. We've got our hidden symbols thing turned on. And we're actually going to insert another page break, so we want a blank page by itself to put the table of contents on. So I'll go up Insert, and we'll do another page break. Alright, now the automated table of contents, what Word does is it searches your document for certain headings or certain styles, and it says include those in the table of contents and remember what the page numbers are. So we're going to go through and we're going to highlight this, our introduction. We're going to go to Home, and we're going to Styles, and we're going to say that's heading 1. There's heading 1s, 2, 3s, and 4s, and heading 2 is subordinate to heading 1, heading 3 is subordinate to heading 2, so we'll show you how that works. We're going to make this a heading 1. Okay, scroll down a little bit, and here is why do students cheat, and here's where we're going to do a heading 1 also, but the next one they're going to be subordinate to it. We're going to say that's heading 2. Okay, heading 2. And we're just filling those out, and then this will be back to heading 1. And you kind of get the idea. And then this is heading 1. We're just going to take some time, go through and pick these, and this is heading, we'll just say that's heading 2 just to show you what that looks like on the table of contents. And it's important that you use the predefined headers that are up here. That's what Word is looking for. And then finally, this is our last couple right here, heading 1, and this is heading 1. Alright, very good. So we've got our styles defined. Now we're going to go up here to where we want the table of contents to be located. Okay, I'm going to go right before the page break, and we go to References, and in References we're going to see over to the left hand side table of contents, and when we pull that down you're going to see several different styles. You can actually make a customized table of contents and remove the one that's existing, but we're just actually going to pick this one right here. It's a classic one, and we know, boom, we put that in, and everything that we've defined as a heading 1, 2, 3, or 4 now shows up in our table of contents with the appropriate page numbers. Now let's say that I've changed something. Let's say that I added another one here. Why do students cheat? Dishonesty. I'll say they heard it was loud, and we'll make that a heading 1 also. And we'll go back up here to our table, and we're going to click in it, and we're going to say update table, and we want to update the entire table, and you'll notice that boom, it puts the new heading in there. Now you have to do that every time you make a change, and it's one of the last things you do when you finish a document. You go through and you update the bibliography and the table of contents. Table of contents is usually the last thing you update to make sure all the page numbers are accurate and the headings are accurate too. Now this just puts in a text box. You can actually go inside of this and actually make changes to it. That's usually not what we do, but you can do it and you can add other things. One last thing is, if you put in a bibliography, a lot of times the bibliography shows up in your table of contents too. You can do one of two things if you don't want that. One is you can insert the table of contents and then go through and edit it and take that out, or you can go into the bibliography and look at the heading on it where it says bibliography or citations and change that to a normal text, so it's not heading 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then it won't show up in the table of contents. Well, I hope this helps. It's an interesting feature. Enjoyed doing it and look forward to doing the next video for you. Play this as many times as you need to.